There's no need to close your eyes and imagine you're in a tropical paradise when artificial palm trees are part of the landscaping. They can provide a touch of tropical in any climate. But making a synthetic copy of one of nature's towering achievements is no small task. With artificial palm trees, there are no watering or other maintenance worries. So you really have it made in the shade. To manufacture a palm tree, a worker wraps sticky mesh tape around a tubular piece of polyvinyl chloride. This tube will establish the shape of the trunk, and the tape will allow the next layers to adhere to it. While all that taping is going on, a welder pieces together the tree's solid steel skeleton. He welds the base plate to a pole. He strengthens the joint with lateral supports called gussets. The gussets should enable the palm tree to withstand heavy winds. He adds height to the tree skeleton with another piece of steel. Artificial palm trees can be made to exact specifications, while in nature, things are less precise. After a coat of rust-inhibiting paint, they're ready to insert the steel skeleton into the taped PVC pipe. One worker clamps the end of the steel structure to a table, and the other member of the team slides the trunk core onto it. They screw the trunk to the steel skeleton in several places. With the foot pedal, a member of the team activates a spindle, and it turns the palm tree trunk, so he can efficiently wrap synthetic rubber around it. The effect simulates natural growth rings. He brushes an adhesive onto the rubber, ensuring complete coverage. The adhesive is high strength and waterproof, qualities that will allow this synthetic concrete to stick to it in all kinds of weather. The concrete is made of many components, including silicone and liquid rubber, and is the consistency of peanut butter. He spreads it onto the entire palm tree trunk. After an overnight cure, the coating solidifies, and he paints it with exterior latex paint using a light touch. He adds contrast with darker paint. It highlights the rubber ridges on the trunk to make it look more authentic. While the paint dries, he turns his attention to the slotted steel trunk cap. He applies some of the synthetic concrete used on the trunk. It will serve as an adhesive as he now presses a cocoa fiber fringe to the cap. The fringe of fiber camouflages the steel and makes the cap look like a tree husk. He ties it with wire to maintain the arrangement. He tightens it with pliers and snips off the excess. He disguises the wire with more of the synthetic concrete. And after it cures, he paints it to match the cocoa fibers. Successfully disguised by cocoa fiber and paint, he bolts the steel cap to the treetop. The next worker tapes a flat steel bar to the stem of palm foliage, which is made of polyethylene. He reinforces the job with two metal clamps. He crimps the clamps tightly to the stem and bar. These palm fronds, as they're called, provide the crowning touch. They insert the steel bars in the slotted cap and then bend the fronds back to a more realistic angle. It's taken about an hour and a half to manufacture this artificial palm tree, easier than waiting a decade or more for a real one to grow. And with the job done, it's time for a piña colada.